Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And how is everybody's Saturday going? I hope everybody is enjoying a little bit of time off. If you don't have today off, and if you had to work today, I do apologize for that. I hope anyways you are having a great day or a great night no matter what. And today we're just going to be talking about Ripple and also Hedera hash graph, as the market is kind of just sitting stable around these levels. Nothing too concerning overall happening. We are down about 1.81%, sitting at about $1.89 trillion. We do see, Bitcoin down about 1%. We do see Ethereum down 2%. Most altcoins kind of following it. XRP trading around the 93-cent zone. We also see our lovely friend Hedera hash graph down here at about 33 cents, almost down about almost 6.33%, down about 20% on the 7-day span. And almost every single asset is pretty much doing the same percentages. There's nothing really outperforming anything overall. I mean, some assets are still a little bit green, but overall everything is kind of just sitting in the red, waiting for Bitcoin's next validation move. It sucks to see that. I mean, overall, right, I just can't wait until the day that we are really in a utility driven market, which I think will be happening by this time in 2022, or a little bit after, talking about November of 2022 in regards to ISO 222 tokens. But overall, I just can't wait until we no longer need to wait for, Bitcoin to move up or down. Like, I'm so tired of it, because Bitcoin technology compared to what we're talking about in regards to even XRP, even in regards to Hedera hash graph, like, you cannot compare these technologies to each other. Like, people were just celebrating Bitcoin the other day, being able to make payments on Twitter to other people using, the Bitcoin Lightning Network. And it's like, you're literally celebrating something that XRP and HBAR have been able to do forever now, and like all these other projects. So if you're celebrating small steps while Hedera Hashgraph and XRP is taking leaps ahead of like the financial districts and the financial sectors around the world, like, that's where the biggest problem arises. That's why we need to march into a utility-driven market where people know the names of these assets, or the prevalence of these assets, and really see the potential behind them. So with that being said, let's just talk about HBAR, and also let's talk about XRP. As we do see the volume diminishing on both. We do see the market cap down 6.3% on HBAR. We also see the volume down 24, almost 25% on HBAR, and we also see even the market cap on XRP down about 2.56%, down 30% on the volume. So overall, we are seeing some more volume diminishing. We're seeing some negative, price action happening. But overall, I'm not too concerned at all. And realistically speaking, I'm going to be continuing to watch for these assets as we do march forward on into the week. Now, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about this article here. Now, we do see time is running out to load up on these two altcoins, says top crypto analyst. Now, this is coming from September 4th, 2021. This is also coming from Credible Crypto. Now, obviously, I'm just going to say it right now. These two assets, if you're not loading up pretty much on the dip, okay, at this point in time, it was basically at 28 cents for HBAR. At the point of this article, XRP was trading at about $1.29. So if you're not loading up on this dip on HBAR and XRP, at the lowest pinpoint, when we've seen basically, if we go to the 1 month span, if you weren't loading up at 84 cents, 85 cents on XRP, and if you weren't loading up around roughly the 28-cent span, or around even 32 cents, somewhere around that zone of a major support, what are you doing? I mean, honestly, like, when I told you guys that I was buying HBAR, I told you guys when I did. I showed you guys the proof in the Discord. I bought HBAR because I see the long-term vision behind it. I'm a visionary, especially in regards to utility-grade tokens and the utility aspect of this market. And when we're talking about HBAR and also XRP, I think that these two assets are going to do incredibly well as time goes on. Now, obviously, I'm not too sure if it's too late to just load up yet on these assets. I think that this is probably the perfect time, and most likely we are seeing almost the end of the time to really load up on these assets very cheap. Loading up on XRP at about $5 is not going to look too good when you were able to buy it at 93 cents, just so you guys know. So obviously, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit as well. We actually see a major shift in SEC strategy is admission of defeat. Now, this is coming from Jeremy Hogan. Now, a lot of things are boiling up with this SEC lawsuit now that Fox Business is really kind of getting a glimpse of what's happening in response to this entire lawsuit. A lot more mainstream media is picking this up now, and I think that that is great. I think that we need to oust this entire corruption case, because corruption, people want to keep digging that, and they just want to bury it. They don't want people to know about the corruption behind all this stuff. So I think that now that this is getting mainstream media attention, I think that that's great for XRP holders and also for Ripple. Think about it like this, right? With more eyes on this case, when it does get resolved, and I think that it's going to get resolved in Ripple's favor, think about how many people are going to rush to jump in on XRP at that point in time. Now, in response to this entire article, this is talking about Ethereum 2.0. If you guys were, disregarding everything that's happening with this case, basically the reason why XRP was sued for security trading is because they were basically saying that the company's infrastructure is still being built out for XRP, and that's basically why they were saying that it is a security contract, or trade, if you will, when you do buy it. Now, while this is happening, they're saying that Ethereum has been totally fine, it's been totally built out, but we are seeing more upgrades happening with Ethereum 2.0, which would tell me that it hasn't been fully built out. They are still making changes to it. They are still upgrading the infrastructure. They're still changing it day by day. So technically speaking, if XRP is a security, so is Ethereum. And that is why we want XRP to win this lawsuit, because if XRP doesn't, if Ripple and XRP don't, right, Ethereum is going to be the next asset to go down. It has to, especially considering the fact that there's so much scrutinization behind this lawsuit. And I don't think people are going to, accept the fact that XRP is a security, but not Ethereum, which we already know that XRP is, in fact, a currency. But we do know that Ethereum at one point in time traded as a security. Now, we also see here Ripple queries our next key event for XRP lawsuit. It's the most important, and it's good, right? So we do see here that Jeremy Hogan said that it's the most important and it is good in response to these interrogatories, basically in the motion to really see what's happening. Now, if you guys were confused on this, or if you guys don't understand what this goes back to August 31st. This is pretty much the this is it moment, as you guys do see up here. Basically, this is those videos, those three that they basically were talking about yesterday when I uploaded that video. We're seeing that Ripple's motion will in large part be granted, attorney Jeremy Hogan believes, but that's not really the most important thing going on here. The focus will now go on to the SEC's ability to explain under oath how the Howey test applies to XRP, which we know that they will not be able to apply it. The agency argues XRP was sold as an investment contract, and that is precisely what Ripple is attacking in the interrogatory. Now, we also see here, specify the terms of defendant's contracts, if any, that the SEC contends created an expectation of profits. The SEC only referred to statements by Ripple outside of any contracts, and by referring to Ripple sales contracts in general. The SEC is evidently having a problem properly laying out its case. It can't point to an investment contract, and instead is going to rely on statements and other murky half promises made by Ripple. For example, the SEC is relying on a statement by Ripple that it would be a good steward of XRP to mean that there was an investment contract in place between Ripple and you, the XRP holder. That type of thing, said Mr. Hogan. What is becoming clearer is that the SEC can't articulate a solid investment contract argument, and is even struggling with pointing out the common enterprise between Ripple and purchasers, which is clear, right? This case is built on nothing. Realistically speaking, they don't have the true factors behind why XRP is a security and why the Howey test applies to it. So I think that when we're talking about this, I think that we are getting to the point where it's pretty much this is it moment, and also it's the most important moment that we're basically seeing here soon. So this is a big key event, and I think that those three factors that are coming out very soon, I don't know when, because I mean nobody really knows, those are going to be the biggest pinpoint to really apply to this lawsuit. And I think that that could be what really kind of boils it down. Now, obviously, with all of this happening, I do want to talk to you guys about Hedera Hashgraph. So we do see here, this goes back to September 24th, which was yesterday. Hedera expands presence in India and comes up with hackathon. So this is actually pretty cool to see. But they are basically expanding into India, as we do see down here. The most utilized sustainable enterprise-grade public ledger for decentralized economy today announced the launch of the Hedera India Hackathon 2021, inviting young Indian minds to visualize and innovate solutions using Hedera network services. This is very cool because we do see a lot of things ramping up over in India with their digital rupee, as well as a lot of other things as well in regards to CBDCs and also cross-border payments. So I think that this is very, very cool to see. Now they're also talking about the HCS, or the Hedera token service, and also Hedera consensus service down here, as we do see here. Now we do see here, with the launch of Hedera India Hackathon, we aim to enable developers and innovators to create solutions to real-world problems on Hedera's decentralized network, which would really be cool to move in over to India with a lot of technology, as we do see more and more technology-based giants ramping up innovation overseas, especially in India. So I think that that is very, very cool overall. Now we also see more news happening with Hedera technology, or Hashgraph technology, if you will. We do see here unlocking the opportunity of Hashgraph market deep. Now they're talking about where we could really kind of see the prevalence growing in this industry, as well as pretty much how these companies could really benefit from utilizing Hashgraph technology, which I personally think is very cool, because when we talk about Hedera and what it could really kind of do for a lot of these markets, you know, even going back to this, Hashgraph market is expected to witness robust growth in the near future, with growing volume of online transactions and rising penetration of high-speed internet in emerging economies. That is the biggest pain point, right? Really kind of delivering scalability factors while also being able to transact at massive volume, really kind of verifying those transactions at a real-time basis in terms of 3 to 5 second settlement times. I think Hedera Hashgraph and Hashgraph technology is here to stay, and I think that it is really going to grow as time goes on, as we even see more and more major companies really kind of growing with Hashgraph technology. But we also see down here, right? At the end of each round, each node calculates the shared state after processing all transactions that were received in that round and before, and digitally signs a hash of the shared state, puts it in a transaction, and gossips it around the community. Now we do see here Hashgraph is not blockchain. Of course we do know that, but they are also comparing it to even other, you know, sort of technology here as well. But I think that overall, when we're talking about Hashgraph technology, I think that it's going to really kind of boom as we do move forward. But I think that this is the year, as even Lehman said, of Hedera Hashgraph and Hashgraph grade technology to really kind of move forward, as we even see it moving forward in, you know, the carbon credits. We even see it in response to the digitization and tokenization of financial markets, and also payments entirely. So when we're talking about Hashgraph technology really kind of booming, I think that that is going to be happening, you know, from this time on, as we even see, you know, with the price, you know, currently we're trading at about 33 cents, almost 33.5 cents, but I think that this will soon be ramped up, and I think that we will achieve 57 cents at some point in time and really kind of break over that 60-cent resistance zone as we do march forward into Q4. As we do see, I don't know why Hedera's website is loading so slow, but we do see Q4 being the big basis for a lot of things to come out in regards to the technology aspect, as well as innovation happening on the mainnet, and even in response to, you know, what's happening right now. You know, I think soon we're going to see a lot more improvements happening on the mainnet. I can't wait for the NFT-based network to really kind of launch on Hedera Hashgraph. I think that that's going to be a big basis. But we also see 2022, you know, they're not slowing down. That scalable smart contracts, that's going to be such a big improvement. And when we're talking about those scalable smart contracts, I've already talked to you guys how we're going to basically take over the entire pretty much smart contract area and really innovate it fully. So I'm very excited for the future of Hedera Hashgraph for what it is, as well as I can't wait for those, you know, for shorting to happen, as well as staking, which we do see staking pretty much got, you know, thrown on Q2 of 2022. So that would be the perfect basis to take some profit out of HBAR during the topping point during this bull run, and really reinvesting it during the bear market, and really staking all of those assets in terms of tokens that you hold for HBAR. I think that that would be the best way to really capitalize on the massive ROI that you could probably get with HBAR at the end of this bull run. So I am very excited for the future of HBAR, especially going into 2022, which is very surprising because, as you guys already know, I've been talking to you guys about, bull and bear markets, what I plan on doing, and I think staking is going to be a big part of what I do plan on doing once we do go into the bear market. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys don't want free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are. This before this, but Nick, peace out, guys.